Oh man, friendship. That is what a great time. Hey everyone, welcome to Blood from a Stone. Oh, I'm so sorry. Our joviality got me in the wrong mood. Let me try that again. Good evening, boils and boiled girls. Welcome to Blood from a Stone. Yes, that's right. Boiled girls. When my
boils and blisters.
Boils and ghouls.
I know
man.
it's boils and ghouls. I realized I didn't want to get in trouble with the Crypt Keeper. That guy's mean.
Fair.
When my brother was little, he insisted, like in restaurants, on having a Boyd cheese sandwich. He was a boy and he didn't want a girl cheese. So anyway, yes, welcome to welcome everyone to our very serious horror RPG, Blood from a Stone: A Tale of Love and Dread. Yeah, we're gonna be playing some game. I think we will have another player eventually. I think, and if not, that's okay. We can certainly make it with our fine 3 players here. Hello, players.
So, more targets if there's only 3 of us.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. We'll churn through characters faster with only 3 of you.
No.
Well, let's talk a little bit about where things were. Last week was an interesting session as sort of the we had no. I think it was the first one where we had no combat.
No player death.
No player deaths, no player unconsciousnesses, because previously we'd at least had like one person like dropped. No, and we didn't even have combat. Instead, also this session took place simultaneously to the one from the week before, in which a dread storm was triggered and the Paradise Galleria Mall was replaced by a fortress of unknown and strange origin. But the basic survivors who were present, of whom the only one who'd carried over from any previous game was a good old Will Scarlet, were at the house of Etienne Rene, a wealthy gentleman who has a bit more to him than appears. And he was hosting a sort of a dinner, a gathering, also orgy, for sort of interesting people around town. However, given that dread storm that occurred and all of these sort of horrors that were sort of being kind of everything that's been happening over the past several sessions, he let in various people at this party, not everyone, to the fact that things are changing, things are about to intensify, and he wanted to give some people who, like him, were trying to escape from this domain of dread that is called Paradise, which is otherwise, to the people who live there, just a normal town. It just seems like a town, but apparently it's not just a town. He gave them a chance to maybe, even if they die, to maybe keep their souls a bit more intact than typically happens to people in this place, so that they could maybe remember, they could maybe carry on and have some chance at eventually escaping, even if not in life, then at least in death. So several people participated in this ritual, 3 of whom are currently pictured. 3 characters who are carrying over. We have Will Scarlet, a sort of high school dropout gambler. I'm not sure if I would call him a bon vivant, but I want to. I don't think there's so much vivant or so much bone in his vivant. Yeah. No. And then we have
he's a sad boy.
He's a very sad boy. He would really eat a sandwich by himself on a bench. And then we have Philip Yu, whose name I'm pretty sure was chosen just to complicate my life. My name is Philip, by the way. I'm the Dread Master for this game. And Philip Yu is a high school football hero. And,
that's pretty accurate.
Notably declined to take place in this ritual that tied souls to each other. He did witness it, but he was like, that's not for me.
My body's a temple. We don't sully it with, occult practices.
Understandable.
Just vodka and Red Bull.
Well, yeah, that's. I'm still a grown American boy. I mean,
yeah, that's performance fuel. We also have
gives you wings.
An extremely talented theater major from Darkmoor
Go
College. Her name is Dahlia Frey, and she did participate in this ritual. Now, Dahlia, you actually probably still have a little bit of damage from the ritual on you.
I do.
Yes, because the people who were super knocked down by it, Etienne, healed them through some divine means, almost as if he's not a person, he's an angel of some kind. But Dahlia is a little, shaken by that occurrence.
I take my my power circles very, very seriously.
As well you should. That's the mark of any good actor. So that's who we have here tonight. We may be joined by another character a little later on, in which case we'll sort of pause and integrate them, because couldn't tell you who that would be. Not even sure who Laura would be bringing in at that point. So we will cross that bridge when you burn it down, fleeing from a monster. In the meantime, we are also tracking in this game the natural 13s that are rolled. Every time a natural 13 is rolled, there's the chance that it will trigger a horror surge in which 13 very scary monsters will come and just immediately try to murder. But when there are 13 of these natural 13s rolled, that triggers a dread storm in which the boundaries between the domains of dread weaken, cross over, things of this nature. Currently, the dread clock stands at 4 to 13. It was 5, but then 3 of our player characters, 2 of whom are not here presently, participated in an orgy, and for some reason that made it go down. What are the rules on that? I won't tell until you figure them out, and then I will remind you whenever you ask. So I don't know. I think that's most of my recap and explanation of what's going on. This story is a bit fragmented, but I have a feeling that sort of as of last week's game, there's going to be a little bit more continuity, at least in terms of the goals that are on offer, because now we have people who have a chance to remember, even past death. And there's surely no negative repercussions of tethering your soul in such a way. Why would
We've started tracking which players roll the 13s now.
We have also done that. Yes, we're basically. I think what we've done, because there was just too much fun going on before that. We know that we are tracking them as of the second round. So of that second round, we have, I believe we have 1 from Jed, 1 from Dan. Those were the week before. 1 from Liv and 1 from Zane. Zane is not here.
I feel like Liv did way more than just 1.
I do. I feel like I did more than 1, but I've done so many
in the before times.
In the before times,
in round 1 of the 13. Unless, do you think you rolled 1 towards the end of the weekend? I don't think you did, because you wouldn't have been rolling then. You were just dead. You were just ripped up.
Yeah,
the only people who did were Jed and Dan, because they were the only ones still
Dan took over from me.
Dan rolled 1 and triggered the thing attacking him, and you rolled 1 on a death save. I remember that.
Dan rolled 3 of them.
Dan rolled so many. It was great.
So many.
He did the devil's work, and I mean that in this game as a compliment. So yeah, I think any other points or things, words anyone wants to add for this evening? Delightful. In that case, we will begin with tonight's invocation. Ooh boy, do I love these. God, I really like this one. I know I say that every time. I really like this one. This one is like the emotion on this one, if you ever hear it in situ, is just turned up to a 13. Okay. But I don't see any angels in the city. I don't hear any holy choirs sing. And if I can't get an angel, I can still get a boy. And a boy would be the next best thing. The next best thing to an angel. A boy'll be the next best thing. Amen. Shall we begin?
Those are so weird every time.
I don't know if I agree with that one, but
Disturbing.
The next best thing to an angel. I can't even. Oh, man. All right. So, my friends.
As a boy, I support that.
We return to the manor of Etienne Rene. An hour or two after our last session began. Philip, though you were ready to go home, you did have this distinct feeling of danger outside, and so when they told you do not leave yet, you did seem to accept that.
That's accurate.
And so Dolly, I assume you also were comfortable just kind of waiting. Yeah, because Dolly and Philip, they were not in the downstairs portion.
No.
They did not go down there where Etienne and Mr. James Breton and a drunken Englishman, or Elaine, or Etienne's wife, Deliria. They were all downstairs, as were Madame Ether and Dr. Anders Anderson.
Yes.
So yes, you are all. So, but I would say around this time, Will, you can come upstairs if you want to. Come downstairs. Oh God. Anyway,
Having had his fill.
It set itself up for me so perfectly, and I didn't even do it on purpose. Okay. So, but you do see a few people kind of emerging from the downstairs area. Some simply going to the kitchens to refuel. Others kind of asking if it seems safe to leave. The butler Swodley is at the door, just making sure nothing comes in, and nothing has so far. So we'll sort of say that whenever you're coming upstairs, you do see a few people are sort of indicating like, oh, I think it's probably okay to go home. I don't want to have to pay the babysitter for, overnight. So people are beginning to return to the town of Paradise. And will say that around this point you find Dahlia and Philip sitting either in the foyer, or would you guys be in the foyer, or would you be in one of like the sitting rooms?
I think my feet are killing me, so I would definitely have looked for somewhere to sit down.
They're sitting. It's not the room where a couple sessions back, the now super good guy, apparently Etienne Rene, murdered 2 children. It's not that room. It's a different room. So you probably don't have that immediate sensation of, oh right, here's where Alice's head got crushed like a pumpkin. But yes, you do see them waiting there, and you're hearing people saying it may be safe to leave, to head home, etc., etc.
See, I'm just a huge fan of Iron Man. I mean, he just he's always ready. He takes stuff off. I mean, I don't know. I know a lot of people like other superheroes, but that's the one that just speaks to me a lot. You're probably like a Captain America girl, huh?
I like the theatrics of Thor, but
yeah, Thor's cool. Yeah, I dig it.
Yes, theatrics.
How's it going, nerds?
Oh hey.
Yep, I dig it. Yeah, Thor's cool.
How are the activities?
I mean, eye-opening. Definitely a new experience. Yeah. It's just like a lot of slipperiness and,
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, I got, a bit of a crick in my neck, but other than that, like, pretty good.
Are people leaving now?
People are leaving, and I will say, I know I was asking this last time. Do any of you have passive perceptions over 12?
No.
11.
No.
11.
9.
Excellent. So, you guys are I mean, you have to have it makes sense you're a little above average, Philip, to kind of have the periphery to be like, they're changing the 23's the mic. I know football almost. In any case, so none of you sort of, you're just kind of not really paying attention to everyone around you, just kind of chatting with one another. But after about 3 or 4 minutes of kind of having a conversation and seeing a few people actually leaving, you hear an angry shout and a door slamming, and you see Deliria coming back from where that gallery was, with just hate on her face and marching upstairs.
Does she seem upset to you both? Should we check on her?
She seems upset. I don't know.
I mean, as a woman, I'm a little concerned. She's fairly, intimidating, so I'm not sure what could set her off, but maybe we should go find out.
Right, I'm down with it.
So you guys will go upstairs, following after her. It's not hard to find her. She's in a, you can actually hear her like muttering to herself and stomping around in one of the bedrooms. And she's kind of going through several like drawers in a dresser. But as you kind of come in, she stops and just turns and says, "What?"
Oh, we just wanted to make sure that you were okay. You seemed upset.
I'm very upset. What do you... Did he send you here?
Did who send us here?
Etienne, I know the three of you went off with him to whatever little hocus pocus he did.
No, I saw you were upset and you'd been so kind to me throughout the evening, and I figured someone should check on you.
What? I'm fine. He just... Ugh, I can't believe he did that. She sits down on the bed and just crosses her arms.
What?
What did he do?
He broke it.
Oh.
He broke what?
The only thing I cared about in this house, and he broke it. You were all poking around at it.
You talking about the god dick?
Divine dildo.
Oh, right.
Go divin.
Oh. Oh, I see.
He doesn't want... He says I can...
He's an angry guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, he's not angry, and he'll never even admit... Who else could have broken it, you know?
I have an influencer code. You can, maybe procure another one in town.
No, it's not the same. He didn't know about it, that's all. He's just... Listen, I don't know what it is he did with all of you, what it is he's told you. And I say this as his wife, but you can't trust him, okay?
Oh.
Oh.
Because however holier than thou he wants to be, he's lying. He's only in it for himself. I shouldn't be saying any of this. She goes to one of the dressers and fishes around, pulls out a cigarette, lights it, starts smoking.
He's in what for himself?
In it. He's just looking out for himself.
Do you mind if I...
Go ahead.
Alright, that's not good for you guys. You think it's safe to go outside yet?
Bad for the vocals.
Yes, it's fine to go outside. You're fine to leave now.
What exactly is there for him in it? You mean in life for himself? He's not a partner to you?
Yes. I mean, he's one of my many partners, sure. Probably in aggregate, I'm with him more than anyone else. Well, I suppose that'll probably be true moving forward now that he found it and smashed it. And this, I'm not blaming any of you. You're all younger. It's Ether and that boy with the look around and see the... I knew this was too good to be true. He just hates...
What?
Oh, what?
What's too good to be true?
Sometimes you just need something that's hard as a rock. Do you understand? It's just different, and there's something about the feeling of stone and when it can move.
It can move?
I shouldn't be saying any of this to any of you.
What? How does it move?
It still had a little of him in it.
Of what in it?
Him?
She gets this wild look in her eye. Does anyone here have a, no, I'm gonna run this with, I'll just actually run this even. Does anyone have a 4 or higher, a +4 or higher as their insight modifier?
No.
Then she's just talking interestingly. She's just like, him. Who do you think's in charge around here?
Is it
I don't know.
Edian?
He wishes. He'd love that, wouldn't he?
Who's actually in charge around here?
You kids ever go to the graveyard late at night?
Sometimes we'll go drink near there, but not like, you know, maybe on a dare or something.
You should
No,
go
I have to get my beauty rest. If I'm not performing, I am doing my routine.
That's such good commitment. I can appreciate that.
She looks at Will and
Your
is
body's
like,
a temple.
your friends are squares.
I mean, tell me about it.
I enjoyed seeing you downstairs. These two were.
I mean, the feeling was mutual. It was a good time.
Listen, just because I can't allow my career to be sidelined by a surprise unwanted development, when I'm not any fun. Do you have a cigarette?
Yes. She lets you take one. But then she kind of smokes and just looks you all over. I'm going to have her roll what would be the die for her? We'll do this one. It's delirious. Ooh. She'll kind of say, if you want to talk to someone in charge, I haven't. I would never do that. I love my husband, don't I? But if you guys really know what's going on, go to the Lover's Lich Yard sometime.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'll do that. Hey, it's safe to go out now. Do you guys want to feel like maybe we should go home now? You guys, he's looking at Dahlia and says, "You guys want to go?"
Go to our respective homes?
Yeah, I mean, we could go, like, you know, I mean, I know like the diner's open pretty late if you guys are hungry or something, but I mean, yeah, you know, but I mean, I don't know, this place is weird, right?
It seems like the party is kind of playing itself out. You're sure you're okay?
Me?
No.
No,
Oh, Deliria. She's like staring out a window at this point. Then she just turns back and goes, "Oh, I'm fine, thank you. I'm don't even worry about it. Never mind. It's fine."
all right, well, see you soon.
Seriously, I know a good shop if you need some help.
I'll be fine, thank you.
Okay.
If you guys head back downstairs, you will find Etienne. Standing there. His tie is off, but otherwise he is still kind of in his like tuxedo and shirt. But he'll sort of say, mes amis, it's so good to see you out again. I was wondering if you had already departed into the night. Philip, I think it is. I always want to call you Philippe, but I understand this is your name here is Philip. It is safe for you to venture home, I would think, as safe as it ever is. Although for you, my dear boy, and he kind of puts a hand on your shoulder, a bit less safe than it is for other people. Well.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. I'm sure I'm okay. I'm pretty tough.
Well,
if I can avoid the defense, I should be able to avoid whatever it is that's out there.
Just so. Well, my friends, tomorrow, after your sort of school and classes, around I would think about 4 p.m. If you would like to assist me with a matter, you can meet me on Main Street.
It's not another sex thing, is it?
No. And Philippe, I will be very clear about what is and is not such things for you in the future. How about that, my friend?
What sort of activity is it? I'm supposed to be in rehearsals, but...
Oh, well, I would not want to get into the rate of it. We could also do it a little earlier if this would be better for you. Although perhaps, Philippe, I know it is Monday, but it is the springtime. Are you still in spring football training?
Well, yeah, I mean, you always got spring practice, right? But it's I mean, honestly, I can get out of that if I need to.
I think in the afternoon, 2, 3, 4, if you're able to come, meet me on Main Street. There is a beautiful little green, the benches, the parks, various shops there. You know where I speak of. I will just be in this park. You can come there, and I may have some matters to discuss with you.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, he's not.
Thank
smoking.
you.
That's his wife.
Thank you for the very interesting evening. It was illuminating.
Mon cher, it was even more for me. He'll kiss you on both cheeks. Will, are you staying here? Are you venturing out into the night?
I'll go out. I might come back though.
You're always welcome, mon ami. He'll also kiss you on both cheeks, and then he'll slowly will open the door, and you can all leave.
Is there anything shiny or valuable that I've seen while walking around?
Oh, for sure. How daring do you want to be?
I think that I want to say that, like, as things were maybe winding downstairs, Will would have gotten a little distracted and maybe started looking around for
Tell you what,
a souvenir.
If you just want to, like, if you're just looking for like a souvenir, easily palmable ring or bracelet that might have been slipped off at some point, if that's all you're doing, just make a sleight of hand check. Easy peasy. Roll a natural 13. That would be great.
That is a 9.
You tell you what, roll a d6. 3. It's kind of in the middle, basically. You were caught doing that, and one of the people was like almost like hey, and the other person was like, it's fine, and so you did not take the item. Gotcha. But you did not receive any repercussions for the attempt.
As Philip's leaving, he's gonna turn back and just be like, "So does that mean, can I tell Coach that you're gonna help us get those jerseys?"
Of course. Oh yes, the
Thanks.
The jerseys. I of course mainly know of jerseys from like biking, because that's the main sport of my. Don't worry about it. Yes, of course. Yellow jersey, isn't that the thing? Am I forgetting? I don't care.
It's not our colors, but
oh, of course. No, yes. Actually, your colors are black and red. That was established by Kitty in her session, because that's what Laura decided to wear as cheerleading costume.
That's right.
So,
Seems appropriate.
So yes,
Yeah,
if you guys are going to go out and go to the diner, we can actually kind of just let that proceed. Is anyone going to not attend, kind of go to the green tomorrow, as he asked?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'll go.
I don't have any reason not to.
Okay.
At this point.
It'd be rude after the host asked me to, and I'm still hoping to use his connections at some point.
Understandable.
I gotta be clear. Do we actually have school tomorrow? I
was like researching this, and it varies, prom is usually not the end of school. There's usually like another week or two. So yes, you do have school because that was a Sunday night that party was.
All right.
This game started on a Saturday night, and we're only now clearing 24 hours
To Monday morning.
of murder.
Jesus. Coach would have. I mean, I would have told Coach about Eddie's idea to help sponsor for the jerseys. So I'd be like, he wants me to go help him on this thing today. So if I can get out of practice early.
Your coach. I'll roll this ring for it because it's a letter ring. Your coach is Coach Parsons, and she is like in her 50s, and she's got like a.
Hold on, our high school football coach is a woman?
Yes.
That's a very progressive little town.
Very
And
progressive.
She is. She played on the boys' team in high school herself. She was on the offensive line. Yeah.
Amazing. I love her.
Nice.
And she will.
Coach
When you
Parsons.
say that, she'll say, "Great, good work. Can you go back? We need new face masks."
She's so excited.
Well, I mean, I guess I could ask him.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta skip practice though. He wanted some help in this thing in town.
That's
today.
fine. You're the best kid on this team.
Oh, thanks, Coach. I appreciate you saying that.
Hey,
Encouraging.
Philip.
Yeah. Coach Parsons.
All right, I'm gonna say something here, just as a life lesson. Sometimes you. Does anybody else hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Do we know what that is?
Is it buzzing?
Yes.
That might be me.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Can
let
you
me
mute
see.
for a second? Let's just see if that's the. It was
Yeah.
you.
Was indeed.
We went back to
well, as we-
1998.
As we figure that, yeah, that really did sound like a dial-up connection. And that was a short rest. Yes, as you guys kind of overnight. So if you'd like to roll a hit die to heal, you are welcome to do so. That'll be a roll of your D8 and then add your con modifier. Coach Parsons basically, let's see how delicately she can phrase this. With a natural 1, she's like, look, you're a good quarterback. You got to use all the tools at your disposal, right?
Yeah, Coach. I mean, I try. I'm trying to be, one of those 5-tool athletes.
All I'm saying is if this guy's into you, like if he likes having you around, just take one for the team. We need new face masks.
You mean like?
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know. I'm just saying.
Philip's 18, right?
I think we confirmed that since he got invited to the orgy in the first place.
Yes. Okay.
Philip just looks awkward and just walks out.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, just and let me know if you think he's because we also need a new bus. Okay, you're walking out. Let me know how deep the pockets are, etc. Coach Parsons is an interesting
So deep.
character.
Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious.
Got to pay them bills.
The most ridiculous part is the funding's fine. This is set in the 50s. The public schools were very well financed then. I don't know what her problem is. She probably has a gambling debt. Will knows her. Anyway.
Ooh, there you go.
So, in that case, if you all gather in the green, you see a few, not too many people on this kind of small green out here on Main Street. It's a gray day overhead. After school, kind of a cool spring afternoon. You do see Etienne, and it really does seem like through the haze, he's almost glowing from a distance. But then it's just must have been just like some early street lamp had been turned on and was kind of catching in the haze around him. There's not too many people in this green right now, but he is sitting on a bench. He has a couple pieces of... He has a loaf of French bread, sure, and he's tossing some things to some birds, you know, just very kindly, as one does, and he'll sort of see you. You guys pass by a couple of little shops, including a door that reads Madam Four Shadows. This is something that actually, I believe, Will Scarlet has probably passed by already. I don't know.
So I always go to her for acting advice.
I don't know, Will, if that means you will pass more quickly or if you'll linger, but in any case, you guys can make it over to Etienne. And he'll say, you are all who have attended.
Yeah, Coach had me come by, see if maybe we could, really appreciate the investment.
Of course,
maybe
yes.
We're hoping like maybe we can get some face masks next. Is our
face
next
masks?
goal here, so.
Is there a pandemic? You need face masks?
No, it's
is there another mandate?
For football.
For football. You mask your faces in football? Is this a part of it? Is it you don't know whose foot you're chasing?
What? I always thought you're like from like a whole different country, huh?
Yes, I'm from a different country. This is a good way to phrase it.
I thought you were like the state over or something, California or something.
You're from where they football is soccer.
Sure, it's soccer. I'm a bit more familiar with.
That might be the confusion.
But does anybody want to feed a bird? Huh?
Sure.
Yeah, please.
No thanks.
Take
Mr.
a
Roger.
I have a bit of a loaf of bread. Whenever I hold loaves of bread, it is always French bread for some reason, preferably sticking out of the top of a grocery bag. But in any case, yes. I have brought you here because there is... Now, Will, I do not want to bring up an uncomfortable subject, but when you and I first met, you were accompanied by a few people who are no longer with us. But they spoke to me of a water thing, a thing that could take faces, a thing that had killed some of their friends, and I do think I owe it to them to perhaps look into this thing. Would you not say this is a good thing to do?
They took faces? Like plastic surgery?
I think the manner of speaking it may be something like this.
Yeah, but like way more horrible. I don't
so
remember
bad
if
plastic surgery.
I don't think I really knew much about that. They just sort of described it to me. I think. Right?
Very good. I think that will make things less difficult then for us. There is a shop. Do you see it right over there? And he sort of points, kind of like down the way across the street. There's a shop called Isles of Enchantment. This is, I think, the last place this thing was. This thing seems to have this monster, and make no mistake, there is a monster in there, no matter what it may look like. I believe that it is, if it has not set everything off, whatever it is doing is amplifying the danger we all find ourselves in, the turmoil, the violence. Yes.
Wait, I'm confused. Like,
Monster?
there's drugs in, like there's drug dealer in there? Is that what you're saying? Or like some homeless guy or something? Like what?
These are
really
the
bad plastic surgeon.
Okay.
There is a wicked person up to a wicked game, and I need to know what it is they're doing. So I would love for you all to go in there. And you are a charming group, each. Huh.
Oh, now I see it again.
Now you see it again. Hi, everybody. If you can see us. Hello. Sorry about the various issues here. I'm not seeing widespread issues, so this might just be a me problem.
It happens.
That's unfortunate. Well, in any case, what was the last thing you all heard?
We were discussing with Will. Will was letting us know kind of
That like people are died and like
some of the details.
could be dangerous and.
Oh yeah, I was asking Mr. Renee. Yeah, Mr. Renee, you're gonna come in here with us? Yeah. Because I got the impression this is a little bit dangerous from those folks.
I am sure that there is danger. I do not doubt this in the slightest, but my friends, I need you to go and ask these questions for me. You can use my name if you'd like, but I do not think I'm going to venture into that shop. No.
Well, I don't know if this is then a real safe thing for us to do. Sorry, Mr. Renee. I mean, I'm happy to accompany you, but if you're just looking for us to do that, I'm not quite sure that that's the most safe thing for us to do.
Is there a reason why you don't go in there, Mr. Renee?
The reason is simply this. I need to know if you are people I can trust. I have shared with you a gift, but now I need to know if I can share with you responsibility. If you can do this, then it is a demonstration. If you can handle this small matter, it is a dangerous matter perhaps, but I think there is a chance that you can all, how we shall say, talk your way out of it. Or into it, as the case may be. Which is not to say it is not dangerous, but I need to know what that person's doing, and I need to know that I can delegate these affairs. I need people I can trust. This is a way to demonstrate if you do this, I have things I can reward you with.
Does the person or thing that we are meeting know who you are? Like they would respect you and you're not coming with us? Or...
I shall phrase it like this. I think you should use my name as a means of, how we say, to see if this kind of greases the wheels of it. If it does not work, this is okay. Then we will have learned something else. Do not put yourself into any danger. Do not, do not take any risks that you ought not take. But I think that you should, you can go in there. All I need to know is what this individual is trying to do, what it is trying to find. That's all I need to know. I have not gone to you. If I wish to kill it, I would kill it. And I do not wish to conduct an interrogation.
Are we going to have to kill it?
I would hope not. If you do, I think you will fail in this little... In this task you are being assigned. Unless you get the information you need and then you choose to kill it. This would be okay.
I'm gonna kind of ignore that last little point for a second here.
Difficult times we're in, my friends. Difficult times.
I guess so.
What a pretty bird eating the bread, eh? They eat too much, it can expand in their stomachs, I've heard, yes? Poor birds.
All right.
But I love the things that fly and have the wings.
Well, I guess what I was gonna say before that strange.
Please, Philip. Yes.
A side note. I've always kind of felt like, you're talking about trust, and I've always felt like my actions. I get a lot of people question what I can do on the field, and I always felt like I'm let my play speak for itself.
Of course.
So if all you need us to do is go in there and ask a couple questions of somebody, we can do that. I mean, I'll do that. And as he looks at the other two, he's like, and I think we as a group can do that without too much trouble, or I think we should let our play speak louder than words. I mean, Will, you know a lot about this world. You seem like a worldly guy. It shouldn't be too difficult. And Dahlia, I mean, you're just an amazing actress, right? So like, this is just another one of those parts you got to play. Should be pretty simple. And I figured we could just go in there, we get what we need, we come right back out. Won't be too dangerous at all. And he talks for like 10 minutes and does like an inspiring leader to give everybody temporary hit points.
Perfect. So how much do they get?
What is it? My charisma plus my level? Is that right? No, I think, do I roll a d10?
No, I think it's just your charisma plus your level.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a inspiring leader. Your level plus charisma modifier. So, what is your charisma modifier?
4.
4. So you guys all get 4.5. No, 4 is fine. Yes.
We get 4 temporary hit points.
4 temporary hit points. A bit of a buffer. It's not nothing in the slightest.
Not in this game. Not especially when mine is 8.
Oh boy. So there you go. Did your hit die get you back up to full?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Well over full, but
well, yeah. Okay.
So Phil's ready to go.
Wonderful.
He just turns to Renee and just like, my coach really wants some face masks. I think it'd be really great for. And I heard her say something about a bus, but honestly, just we really appreciate the help. I'm just hopeful to, if this is what it takes to pay that back. I'm willing to do what it takes.
Go to my Vespa and just retrieve something that I keep there and put it in my very large bag.
Easily done. It's your Vespa's kind of on the way to this place.
Excellent.
How much would it have? Oh boy. Okay.
It's never good when Philip starts rolling dice and doesn't say what he's rolling for.
No.
That is never a good thing.
Nothing about this is good.
All right. So, Dahlia, you've retrieved something. Will, you think this is a bad idea. Philip, you want to get those face masks. Everyone has heard an inspiring speech. A rousing tale that legitimately does make you feel like maybe you could, survive, in some cases, 50% better than otherwise. So. Isles of Enchantment is just across the way.
Phil, lead the way, my man.
All right, let's go. Phil starts walking.
You go over to
I will be going in last and staying near the door.
Understood. Reasonable. As you guys get there, the first thing you notice is that the door is locked and the sign says closed, even though the stated hours indicate that it should be open right now.
Philip knocks, and he turns to Dolly and says, "Just stay close." She's trying to look real supportive.
Mm-hmm. It's very sweet.
Okay. After a few moments. Actually, I will roll one thing for this. You do see somebody shuffling up from inside.
Oh, God.
The door. You hear the lock turn. The door pokes open ever so slightly. There's a student there. One you guys vaguely remember. His name was Danny. Or his name is Danny as far as you know. He looks at everyone. Oh. What's up, fellow youths?
What's up, Danny? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
What are you doing here?
Man. Oh. Extra school after project.
All right. Well, hey, open the door. Let us in. Is the owner here? We gotta talk to him.
We're here to speak with the proprietor.
1 second. Let me go get him.
Hey, just
closes the door.
Can I just push the door open? And be like,
sure.
Hey, just let us in, man.
Are you like trying to like fight him on it?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm not like leaning all my weight into it, but he's like, what is it? Why is he holding the door closed? This is stupid.
Sure, understood. So in that case, we'll go ahead. It's not super contentious, but this will be a contested athletics to athletics.
Sure. Oh God. Stupid Pierce's die. 8.
You unfortunately, he's just like, cool. 1 second. Closes it. Then I'm gonna roll a performance check. You hear.
That's not good.
You hear hands going like this, like on the wall, and then you hear, "Proprietor, are you around? There's other youths outside who wanted to talk to you." And then you kind of hear a brief pause, and then another voice. You say, "Oh yes." And it seems like it's coming from right where it had just been coming from a second ago. Why, oh yes, of course. Mm-hmm. Why don't you go into the back room and keep doing that after credit project you were doing? The first voice again after another like moment. None of you have high enough perception to hear anything further than you're not hearing any like noises. After that, Danny's voice says, "Okay, will do, proprietor." Okay, I'll get the door.
Some very strange sounds.
Hello, welcome to the store where things are purchased for money. What can I purchase you for? What do you need?
Oh, we're just we just want to look around. Has he opened the door yet, or is he still like?
He's got it sort of open. He's like holding it open, like ready to. What can I do for you?
Cool.
We're not open at the moment.
Well, it says you're open right here.
Oh, it does, and then it switches the sign around to say open because the sign said close. He had like a sign hanging in the door that said closed, even though the hours should be open. You say that, he swaps the sign around, and now it says open. Okay, sorry. Yes, now it says closed. Please come in. I mean, we're closed.
Oh, we can come in?
Why do you want to come in? Oh, okay. Yeah, at this point, he's like, aha. You push back. Yeah, you guys are walking in?
Yeah.
Okay, Philip, with your 11, you're walking pretty boldly. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, man. 6.
You take 3 steps, and you slip in a bunch of water. There seems to be like a pool of water, like a thin thing of water, just like right kind of like near where this person was standing, and you were just kind of walking, and you go up and land just right on your coccyx. And you take 2 points of damage.
Man, what's with the wet floor? That's dangerous, man. If I was old, issue? I mean, if I was old, you get sued for that.
Oh. Right. Right. Please, what do you need?
Oh, man. What's going on?
Yeah. We're here to just kind of check in at the behest of a sort of patron now of mine. You may have heard of him before. His name is Etienne.
Of course, I know who everyone is. Yes. What did he want from Harry Copperfield? That's me.
Oh, nice to meet you. Sorry, I didn't properly introduce myself. I'm Dahlia.
I'm Dahlia. I'm Dahlia. I'm Dahlia.
Philip.
Philip. Philip. Philip. What is your name? He says to Will.
It's not important.
Terrific.
Okay. Well, have you noticed anything strange in the shop?
Nope. Been. It's a case of the Mondays.
What do you have here?
The name Etienne Rene doesn't ring a bell.
And the voice kind of gets like it's still the same voice, but it's shifted a little lower, a little renegade.
Etienne Rene.
It's French.
Renegade. Oh, no.
Is that a nickname?
No. I'm very busy. Here, but you came in for products. He grabs like just a handful of stuff off the shelves and just like puts it all kind of into your hands. Ah, yes. Shopping concluded.
You said Danny's in the back, is that right? I think I heard that. Yeah, I start walking towards the back.
Oh, hold on. I'll go get him for you. You all stay right here.
I'm just walking. I'm playing the dumb teenager card. I'm just going.
Oh, nothing to see back there. Your perception is an 11, right?
Yeah.
As you start getting back there is an odor coming from the rear of the shop.
What kind of odor? Like rotten eggs or rotten meat?
More like rotten meat. Ham-like. Bologna-esque.
I'm gonna...
I'll get him for you. He's busy.
I'm gonna stop and not go back there when I smell that then.
Okay. He'll pass you and say, just all wait here. And then he goes back and he goes through the stacks back there and you hear a door open and he says, Danny, hi, they want to talk to you. And the door closes. And after a few moments, you hear Danny going, oh, okay, I'll go talk to them. Then, for some reason, you all hear. And then the door opens and Danny walks out, closing it behind him very, like step out. And, hey guys, prom was fun, huh?
Well, I don't go to the high school. Danny, something is just very, very strange around here. Could you maybe please tell me just what's up with the guy who owns this place? Like, is there something wrong?
Nope, nothing's wrong, but it looks like you guys got free stuff, which is the best thing that can happen to a person in a store. So, probably time to go. And you notice... Actually, no, I will roll for this. I will not leave this to whatever chance. Fell off. Rolls of 6, so you guys all do notice. Danny then, looking down like that. Anything else I can answer for you? Anything else you want to buy from the store? I'm doing an extra school project.
Oh, hey, Danny, how was that? How'd you like going to the prom with, who was it you went with? Alice, right?
I had so much rotten liquid that I can't remember.
Oh, I thought you went with Alice.
Alice. Yes, I do remember Alice.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
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 I can't get her, though. She's not here, I mean. Trant is here, though.
Trant's here?
Mm-hmm. And so's a kid named... No, that kid is not
You
here.
mean
That
local
would be
hero,
hard.
Trant?
Yeah, he's here. Should I go and get him? Will that make you leave?
Hey, I got a different question. What do you need anything? You look like you could use some help, maybe.
Oh, actually, yes. Are you guys good at reading?
Yeah.
Great. Reaches down behind the counter and pulls out a big tome that is open. Oh, I think we have I think we're about to have another visitor here, so we'll integrate when it makes sense to do so.
What are we reading?
There is a book. It seems to be an arcane tome. Are any of the three of you proficient in Arcana? Then none of you. It just looks like occult gobbledygook. However, on this page, it is open to, and there's a symbol on the page. Tell you what, the three of you go ahead and make an Arcana check anyway. Even not proficient. Let's just see if any of you could have any understanding of what you're looking at. 10? Okay. Hi, Laura. Hi. The stream went down.
Oh.
The internet killed it, but then it was resurrected.
Wow, what a day.
It was born again just like this game.
So I will bring you in just a moment.
Oh, that's exciting.
In fact, in mere moments, but because of who you said you're going to be.
An 8.
An 8, what'd you get, Will? On an Arcana check. Andrew, can you hear me?
Are we having more issues?
We may be. Uh-oh.
Yes, hello?
Yes, hi. Yes, can you roll me an Arcana check, if you have not already?
Sure.
Cool.
I do not have Arcana. 6.
6. Cool. So yeah, none of you really can tell anything. But Danny La Jolla is kind of just standing behind the counter of the Isles of Enchantment, sort of gesturing to this book to the three of you, like, do you know where that is? And he's pointing to like a rather large symbol that's drawn.
Can I whisper to Dahlia? That's not real. I don't think that's really Danny. He didn't go to the prom with Alice.
Well, maybe they hooked up when they were there.
This dude just does karate all the time.
He likes to kick and punch and kick.
Like, I'm pretty sure he had like a tuxedo gi on when he went there. Like,
yeah, there's no way any woman was hooking up with him. Okay, something's wrong. Okay.
At this point, the door dings open. And into this magic shop, probably here on a, like to buy something for research for a school project, even though it's literally school's about to end. Laura, can you describe who you see walking in?
Oh, yes. I am like short, brown hair, bangs, glasses. I'm holding like a bunch of journals and notepads with like Post-it notes sticking out. And like a bag just full of pencils and notebooks.
And you are just here for, I mean, you know, you're a smart person. You're also apparently super proficient in Arcana, so sometimes you're probably doing research into the ancient history of town and all that kind of stuff. Yes. So you come here a lot. Now, I'd like to point out to you that currently the building, the hours, as you are aware, the place is open, and the sign leading out says, "We're open," and the door was unlocked. Okay? So you walked into a store with an open sign, open hours posted, and the door was unlocked. And Danny La Jolla, whom you recognize from school, turns around, like leans out from behind three figures at the counter and goes, "Oh, sorry, we're closed. Can't you read the sign?"
Yeah, it's open. It says you're open?
The sign says we're open?
Yes.
Okay.
So can I do some research? I need to find some things.
And you certainly can. What is your passive perception?
Good question.
While she's doing this, I'm just gonna start shoveling things into my bag.
Shoveling
12.
things into your bag. That's you know what? Danny La Jolla is not stopping you.
Yeah.
A 12.
I mean, it's time to.
You do notice with the 12, because you kind of were held up and you weren't just striding straight in, that there is a very like wet, treacherous patch of water and some watery footsteps like leading back to the aisles from where this is standing. You can easily avoid it if you walk in. And Danny's back there like, okay. Yeah. Hey, are you good at reading?
Me? Yes, I'm very good at reading.
Here, tell me what this is right here, this symbol, please. And you can step forward to the others. You pass, there's a boy, Will Scarlet, is just like shoveling like candles into his bag. This very kind of like fancy looking drama student from college is there. And you see the high school quarterback is also standing right there.
Wonderful.
Philip kind of stops her as she goes through and says like, I don't, you should probably leave. Like this, something's really off here. It feels a little dangerous. I'm just, I wouldn't, maybe come back later or something.
Yeah, but it's open and I need to do things now.
But
hi, by the way. Good to see you.
Yeah, I mean, all right, look, okay.
We had math class last semester. Never mind.
I know, and yeah, I know who you are. I get it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just that's why I'm saying, like, there's a little bit more. Something weird is going on here, and as much as your research is important, school's about to end. Maybe just like, wait, come back tomorrow or something.
Yeah, come back tomorrow, but read this first. I also want to say that now that kind of between Jane, your own kind of decent passive, and everybody else kind of having been here longer, even you with kind of a 9 passive by this time, I think, Dahlia, you are smelling a pretty unpleasant odor back here.
Do I know, can I kind of like figure out what that odor is? And I also do want to look at the symbol.
All right, so first of all, make for me, let's go with a nature check. Nature or medicine, actually, whichever you'd prefer between those two.
Okay. That's an 8.
Ooh, smells bad. It's gross. Maybe
Okay.
You're not. It's like you even with an 8, you're like it's probably biological somehow. It's not like a chemically smell.
Great.
You're not sure if it's like a sewer main or a dead rat in the walls, or you don't know, but it's unpleasant. But then, if you would like to look at that stuff, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay.
While she's doing that,
yeah,
can I use that opportunity to take a sneak peek in the back without Danny paying attention to me?
If you want to like kind of like sneak around and like look behind the counter where he is now to get back to like where there's a door leading to a back room, that would be kind of a harder thing to do. But you can certainly peek behind the counter if you'd like to.
I'll do that then.
All right, go ahead and make a. Are you doing it surreptitiously?
Yeah.
Then first make a stealth check.
I'm assuming he's absorbed in the book reading. So
he is. So and let me not have these cascading. So what did we roll on your Arcana check, Jane?
26.
Holy Mother of Mercy. We'll get to you in a second. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me first, and then will you have one?
I just want to have Danny tell me a little bit more about what he was looking for in this. Why?
Yeah, can I be like distracting Danny?
Sure. As you're doing that, Danny is kind of like not answering that question well. Why don't you both make an insight check? Because at this point, you mentioned numerous times you think he's suspicious. And then, yes, what was your stealth?
15.
15 is actually good enough. Is for a more important thing. Make a perception check as you lean there, and you may have advantage on this because nobody notices you looking.
18.
An 18. Well, you look back around. You see a couple of like dark stains on the floor back here that have been like mopped and cleaned up. Behind the counter, it's all kind of messy. But the thing that most attracts your attention is that like perched on like a little stool back down behind the counter is a small white rabbit who is like looking up at Danny. And you swear the expression on its face is much more intelligent than a little rabbit should be. There's this little rabbit just like it's almost going. And based on this, there's a few other books like spread out around it, like next to that stool on other stools, as if it was like looking at books or doing something. You have a distinct impression that this person might be is taking some cues from this small white rabbit.
Is that a rabbit?
Yes. What? Jane, at this point, however, I'm going to tell you what you know, and you can tell me if you can. Basically, as you figure everything out, this is what you learn. This is not a particularly complicated. This is honestly a fairly standard issue kind of series of magical sigils. This is a representation. It's often one that is, it's sort of like a circle with two crescent moons facing in different directions, one waxing, one waning on either side. This is often a symbol of the triple goddess, sometimes called Hecate or Hecate. And however, in the center circle, in the center moon, kind of the full moon of this symbol, there is a pentagram that has been drawn, often a symbol of protection. There's a couple other small, vaguely recognizable sigils underneath. Pretty standard issue stuff. With a 26, you do, however, recognize that like not hidden, but kind of incorporated into the meeting of the pentagram and the moon and the other thing, someone has hidden the Elder Sign, which is a very powerful sigil of protection.
Okay.
You look this all over, and with a 26, you are actually familiar with the symbols because you're a student. You very good in school. You know your history and all that nonsense. So you are in fact fairly familiar with this symbol and its relationship to a mage, a wizard, who in ancient times was buried just outside of town in the cemetery Hermetic.
Okay. Hermetic?
Hermetic, yes. Like
Do
hermit,
I know the name
see.
of this wizard?
You do. Her name is Anaphias. And it's spelled with like the two dots over the I in Anaphias. Anapha with two dots AS.
Okay.
And you know that this is emblazoned on her tomb in the cemetery Hermetic.
Okay.
And that is sort of, again, there's, you're someone with your kind of like your scholarly nature. You're very familiar with the idea that in spite of you living in a quintessential American town, there sure are a lot of like dead kings and Merlins buried outside of this place.
Yeah,
Gee, that doesn't really make sense. Oh well, let's write a book report on it and just move on.
And do I know what Hecate like represents?
Yes, your character would certainly know kind of witchcraft, magic, doorways, all that sort of fun stuff.
And what is he showing me this symbol on? Like, what did he find? Was it
It's
just in a book? Or
it's in a book of various esoterica. For all of you are dead, but in a certain light, it really would almost look like a couple of seashells and a starfish. Which, if you remember back a long time ago, that's what this creature was saying it was looking for. But instead, he just murdered Harry and you all had to run away. So, but he's sort of pointing stuff. So you know all of that stuff I just told you the instant that kind of having leaned back behind, you hear Philip Yu going, "Wait, is that a rabbit?" And he's like, "No, yes, yeah, it's a rabbit. That's what it is. The rabbit."
Oh, 'cause it's a magic shop. I get it.
The rabbit like hides under various things, and you do see Danny kind of like with like an almost like predatory speed, just kind of like lean down to see where it's gone, looking like.
I'm sure it's fine. The door is closed. You can't get away.
I didn't know you like rabbits, Danny.
Man, this poor creature is having to make all of these. Like, this creature is not dumb. It just has none of the basic knowledge of what you guys are talking about. So it's like it has like a +1 to its insight, and its intelligence checks and all this stuff. It just doesn't know. It just doesn't have the poor jerk. And it rolls a natural 1. I like rabbits. I'm surprised you didn't know that. That's the thing I'm most famous for at instruction classes.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Danny, that's what you're most known for, is how much you like rabbits.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell us something about them? I've always kind of thought about adopting one, but
They're very bossy. They're not as helpful as they promise they'll be.
well, they're pets. They're not supposed to be helpful.
Pet. What's a pet to you? Like, what do you think a pet should be like?
I always find pets to be very helpful.
Pets are helpful. Yeah, pets are helpful. Pets are servants.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for the rabbit, I find the best way to find the rabbit is actually have somebody else look for it while you stand in a corner and look away from it. If it doesn't see you looking at it, it's more likely to come out.
Make a deception check. As I said, this individual is not stupid. This person understands what it's sort of, like it's...
I have a very high deception check bonus, so okay. 6.
Perfect. You see Danny's face get dark. Maybe everyone should leave.
All right, let's go. You heard him. Come on, Jane.
Fine.
You want me to carry your stuff?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, didn't need any of this, so go ahead.
No, not you, Dahlia.
Oh.
Danny, what's going? I mean, what's going on here, man? Why we gotta leave so quick?
Hey, Philip, he said let's leave. Let's just let him be. We can come back later.
What about the bunny?
Philip.
No.
What are you trying to see behind my back when I'm looking away? What do you know? What are you hiding from me?
I was just trying to find the rabbit.
He wasn't hiding anything. It's just some sort of old wives' tale about the rabbit.
Tell me where everyone is at this moment.
Go.
He's behind the counter. Will is like at the door, like pulling people forward. It seems like Jane has gone with him.
Yeah.
Where's everyone?
I've got my big pack of full of just anything I could have taken. I've gotten what I've come for.
Like, what's between the counter and the door? They're like
there's like a nice long aisle kind of like leading to the door, and there's other aisles you could go down like to the sides, but there's like a big aisle sort of straight.
I've been like aimlessly wandering at the front of the aisles, like poking around to see if I can see the bunny anywhere.
Sure. Make a perception check.
It is so not perceptive.
And I guess, Will, technically speaking, you do remember Hopper. You haven't seen Hopper because you didn't look behind, but you do.
Oh,
Will
right.
does remember Hopper.
15.
You do not see Hopper.
Oh, okay.
Hopper's too stealthy. So basically, you're at the front. So Philip, you're still at the counter. Everybody else is like up front. And he's just, Danny's looking at you.
Phil, I think that we got what Mr. Renee was looking for. I can tell you about this a little bit later.
Mr. Renee was looking, huh? Huh?
Yeah, he just wanted us to send our word.
We were here we were supposed to figure out what you wanted, then we could help you get it, I think.
Then help me. What is it? He points at the symbol on the book.
It's a symbol on a book.
Tell me where it is. What is it? Where is it? What does it mean?
Is that what you need?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me take the book and I'll be able to find it for you.
No.
I mean, I don't know what it is offhand, but I can figure it out if you let me borrow the book.
No.
See, that's the thing. The Danny I know would have let me borrow the book.
He pulls the book back. He takes out a piece of paper, puts down a pencil. You can copy it. You can this part, he holds up the pencil and he starts going, see, this part, if you hold it on this thing, and he like draws a couple lines.
I know how a pencil works. I know how a pencil works.
Of course, we both do. A pencil, this thing, a pencil, pencil. Use the pencil and copy this.
Okay, Danny.
Make this symbol on there, and you can take that.
Okay, Danny.
What's so special about the symbol, Danny?
Philip begins copying.
And Jane, just to be clear, you know what this is, but you have not said a word.
I've gone with Will, right?
Yeah, you're like, I don't think you guys
there?
have left. You're just up at the front.
Not left. We're just up at the.
Yeah,
okay.
you're like preparing to see. You copy it. Yeah, to your satisfaction. I am gonna roll for this poor unfortunate, this poor sea hag who's just trying to get up to their machinations, and you guys always causing problems. I'm gonna roll a wisdom save to see if the sea hag can resist just fucking attacking Philip. I roll pretty high.
Okay.
As soon as you finish copying, it just pulls the book back. Sets it back down behind the counter. Then
All right.
picks up the pencil and comes around the counter.
Philip tries to keep some space between them.
Philip, you do within 11 now that the close. Every step that Danny takes, there's a wet footprint behind it.
Strange.
All right, let's get out. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, you know what, Will? I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You guys
I think we
begin
should
moving
go.
out as you guys are like almost to hang up the doors. You begin pulling the door back, grabs the door and pulls it open, and looks at the sign, the flipping sign on the inside, and kind of looking at both sides and is like, so this one says open, and then makes like a mark in the pencil on that side and switches it and closes it behind you when you hear it lock.
I'm before as he's doing that, I just want to say before we're pushed out, I just want to yell out, Hopper, if you want to come, now's your time.
This changes things. All right.
Oh.
First of all, make
no.
a persuasion check to this
Hopper?
fiendish hair. That's fun.
Oh, I love that latest episode of that show, with the sheriff. can't remember what it's called.
Mm-hmm. Otter items. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. It's scary. It's good.
What do we got? 9? Okay. So now I'm going to have Hopper make an actual check to see. You're not doing a great job being convincing, but you've delivered the message, but you're not persuasive.
I don't, to be honest, like I don't really care either way. I'm just want to like throw it out to the universe.
So you say that, and you do see Danny's eyes get angry. Hopper has to think about this. So now I'm actually legitimately trying to be like, so Hopper. Here's the tale of Hopper, everyone. We're gonna cut to there's a cut to a flashback. So
Put yourself in the mind of this devil rabbit. Please.
Hopper runs away into the darkness, into the mist, as this angel shows up, and this devil rabbit, this devil bunny, just like looks back as Etienne goes in and just goes, hop, 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 hop. Hop, 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 over grass. Hop, 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 through a backyard. Hop, 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 go over to a garden. Stare at a carrot for a second. What am I doing? I'm a demon. I don't need to eat. Hop, 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 hop. Hop, 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 hop. Hop, hop, hop. Down Main Street to Isles of Enchantment. Go to the front door. Look at it for a second. Sad sigh. I don't have hands. I can't open this fucking door. Hop, 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 back to the back alley. Hop, hop, hop. Many hops later. Hop, squeezing through window in the back alley. One of the ones you guys didn't think you could fit through up at the top. Landing in the room to discover, grisly section here, the bodies of 3 children who'd been coming in to shop in there, as well as the body of Harry Copperfield, just all being pulled into the back room by the full-on sea hag, who looks up at Hopper, and Hopper just looks back at the sea hag and goes, and the sea hag is like, okay. Several hours of Hopper actually reading books and listening to the sea hag, and the two of them trying to communicate. It's disastrous, but they have many hours to do this. It's over 24 hours since you guys fled the thing, and they work all night. They're monsters. They rest slightly, whatever. Finally coming to a point. This poor bunny who just wants to escape is like, well, maybe this thing knows something. Now 4 other idiots walk in and they start saying stuff, but they're talking about that angel. So, anyway, that was a long walk for me to say, here's Hopper rolling to see whether Hopper's going to take you up on that and come with you. I'm going to actually say it's not in Hopper's interest to do so, so if Hopper rolls low, he'll be coming with you.
Now remembering all that too, I kind of don't want Hopper around. I feel like Hopper is bad news.
Hopper rolls.
Hopper's bad.
And Hopper has a +3 to insight. Way to go, Hopper. With a 16, Hopper does not show himself. Right. And you say that, you see anger flare on Danny's face, but instead Danny just slams the door closed. Thunk. Oof. Poor Hopper.
There's a cute name for
so
a
now
bunny.
4 of you are just all standing out there.
That wasn't Danny. I don't know who that was.
Let's keep walking.
Danny.
Let's keep walking. Yeah. No, it definitely wasn't.
That was weird.
It was super. That's okay. Here's the thing. You saw a bunny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it
a
white bunny that looked like real? That looked like it disproved of the choices you made in life?
Oh my God! You really did. That was.
Yeah.
That's a strangely apt description.
Yeah. That fucking thing.
Did resemble my father.
It's like the judgment was tangible.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah. Just like my dad. No, number 1, 2. Yeah. That rabbit followed my friend Zeke around, and I don't think it really was helping her at all. So I think that there's something bigger and more fucked up about all of this.
All right.
I don't really know what to do. I think we just try to say. I mean, we know he's looking for something. We know we got that symbol, so we could just say like, this thing is looking for this symbol. Figure it out. I feel like we did our job. I feel like we did our minimum. I really don't like him holding that over our heads. I feel like that's such a fucking capitalist thing to do.
What exactly is going on here?
Oh, Jane. Hey.
Oh, hey, Jane.
Hi.
Honestly, weird stuff. I don't know.
Well,
Oh,
so
Jane.
who do you think was in disguise as Andrew?
I don't know, but that was definitely you mean Danny?
Danny.
I don't know, but like, okay, look, Danny's like
So
a
many
full
layers.
on, so many layers. Danny's a full on like Danny LaRusso, karate bro. Like this guy is crazy like that. Like I asked if he, how he was at the prom with Alice, but like,
Right. I believe you. It's not your friend. I'm just saying.
Wait, you're talking about Alice, like out the really skinny strange girl?
Yeah, I mean, I just figured that they would never go.
The one
together.
that looks like she looks like she's vegan.
Yeah.
No, they definitely did not go to prom together. She's like dating some horrible. Oh god, you guys, this is just. I really wish I could just go back to playing poker and making bad decisions in my life.
I mean, it sounds like you're kind of still making bad decisions, so that's not so bad.
Oh, Philip, you know what?
I'm just.
I don't need your. We already have one bunny. We don't need two hoppers, okay, buddy?
I'm sorry.
We don't need two of them.
I didn't mean it wasn't personal. Just like you seem real unhappy. And
Yeah,
you got that.
I've
And you got
seen-
that stuff from Renee, like the glow. That was weird, guys. Like I don't know. I'm like kind of worried about you, Dahlia.
I feel fine.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, refreshed. It's like a mild colonic.
Oh,
I mean, this guy just sent us into like a weird space. That's gonna. That thing was not happy. That was not Danny. Like, do you guys smell that stuff back there?
no,
It
There was a
the
very
bologna-
bad
As an
smell.
odor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like sort of like
Yeah.
like Honey Crisp ham.
No.
There definitely was an odor that was not pleasant.
Do you guys think that was Danny? The smell?
You mean
Oh.
like he hadn't? Oh.
No,
That
not
wasn't
like he hadn't
Danny.
showered. Like,
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah, I mean, I
because
think
that
that this
wasn't
thing-
Danny.
These girls were saying that the thing could change shapes and look like other things, so it all kind of tracks. I feel like
wow.
Listen,
What?
All right. That would have been good to know.
I guess I have done. Yeah.
yeah, we talked. You remember when you were like, "Oh, is it a plastic surgeon? Oh, the whole football." Remember that? I'm sorry. You know what? That was uncalled for. I'm sorry.
All of
Sorry.
you, at this moment,
Call you Hopper.
maybe it's something about like the wind dying down, or like the roar of traffic, there just not being any cars, or just a poorly timed adjustment. But all four of you, thanks to a very low roll on my part, hear a sort of grinding, like stone on stone. Dahlia, if you look up, you don't recall. It fits for the general decor, but you don't recall 3 stone gargoyles
God.
being on the roof of the Isles of Enchantment. But there's 3 of them. 2 kind of on the corner, and there's one in the center that you swear as you look up is like leaning forward and like tilting its head slightly like this before it. And then you're like, that was just a trick of the shadow or the light. But on the other hand, you just heard something. You definitely heard something from up there. And the rest of you noticed them too.
I'm gonna say,
notice these
I'm just gonna start ushering people away. Having seen a gargoyle come out of the sky and rip out the throat of that crazy woman.
Gardenia Planterfield.
Yeah. I'm gonna just quick walk.
Wonderful. So you begin ushering everyone away.
Can we see Renee from where we are?
You can glance in. Yeah, you can see a man sitting on the bench over there.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go over.
Okay, sure.
I feel like it's.
Alright.
I don't love. Listen, I don't love Etienne Rene. I don't love him. I think that he's got some real anger issues. I think he's probably abusive, and I don't like the way that he treats us.
Oh no, poor Deliria.
I just feel like there's a lot of crazy shit, and he's the only one that knows what's going on.
What is... She has a 12 perception. Okay, so... Oof. All right, so, they're supposed to be so stealthy, but when they're moving, they're actually not proficient. They're indistinguishable when they're not moving, but when they move, you know they're moving. You guys do hear a couple flaps of wings. Then you hear a big, loud crash, like in the opposite direction from where you all are. And the few people on the street all look in that direction. Right in front of you, a gargoyle lands. And it extends its hand.
Guys, do you know?
No.
No, this is very strange, and it looks
I throw a sports ball at it.
it doesn't look like a
I'm gonna start running towards Renee.
It catches the sports ball. Are you throwing to hurt it, or are you just tossing it?
I'm throwing it to hurt it.
Go ahead and throw a sports
I'm
ball then.
I'm
That's fine.
startled. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, go ahead and just you
Sports
pull out
ball.
a sports ball and throw a sports ball. That's fine.
24 to hit.
24 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's D4 we decided, right?
It is.
6 damage.
All right, you notice that it doesn't do as much as it should. You would have expected to have chipped it a little better with that fastball you just threw. But now let's roll initiative, my friends.
Philip,
Yo.
in my research, have I come across this?
Ooh, a gargoyle before. I will let you make a free Arcana check.
Sweet.
In fact, a no money down Arcana check.
17.
17 for Jane. Anybody over 20? Anybody over 15 other than Jane?
My initiative is not 20.
Oh, your initiative is 20. Okay.
Yes.
Great, Jane. Anybody over 15? Oh, your initiative's 20 and a 17 was your Arcana?
Yeah.
You are familiar with the idea of gargoyles. You've never seen one in motion before.
Okay.
Make a free insight check.
Okay. Do I know like why this gargoyle is here?
Precisely.
Or, like,
Yeah,
what?
make an insight check to that effect.
We got bargain D&D over here. Free checks going left
Free
and right.
checks.
Is it 10?
You're not sure.
You hopper.
All right. Anybody over 15? You have no idea what it wants. Nobody over 15.
Okay.
Did anybody roll a natural 13?
I know, but I got,
I got
dirty
a
13.
dirty 13. A.
Hey, dirty 13. All right. We have yet to have, and you had a
13
9?
today.
We have not had a nat 13 today. All right, great. So that is our good friend Philip. And then I believe Will would go before Dahlia. Cool. So this thing is just there, and it is just like. But you start moving and you throw something at it. Jane, what do you want to do? So Will has already moved about like 10 feet away. He started moving. He wasn't just leaving you all there, but he started like come, go. So he's in motion. And Philip just threw up a sports ball. What are you doing, Jane? You're at the top of the initiative.
I stay where I'm at and I look right at it and I'm like, hi, is there something we can help you with? Did someone send you here? Are you here on command?
Make a persuasion check.
$15.
15. It will not. And in a very Symbol. Copy. But then it looks at Philip, who sort of attacked it. So Philip, it kind of like flies up and lands like right in your face. Its hand is out, and you can see like where you sort of chipped it.
Sorry.
And you have the copy in your hand, or did you guys put that somewhere?
I threw the sports ball. I probably put it in my pocket.
Understood. So you're kind of just up. So it looks at you for a second. And then it bites you. But it rolls a 4, so that is an 8 to hit.
That misses.
So it, and as you duck out of the way, it kind of swings in to slash at you with its claw. That is a 15.
That hits.
Dealing you 6 points of damage. Punching you in the gut. Probably taking care basically of most of your inspiring speech you gave yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that is its turn. Although you do hear up on the roof another one kind of using its movement to kind of like get over here, and this one like lands kind of amidst you all, looking angry. You don't think it is in a position to strike yet, but if it's around soon, it might. All right, Will and Dahlia, who would like to go first between you?
So, how close am I to the gargoyle?
It would have. Will was getting away, so we'll say that there are gargoyles within 5 feet of the other 3 of you. You're within 5 feet of it. It's like right there.
And it's just the one that's down with us.
There's now 2. Like another one flew over and kind of got in the fray. Has not attacked, was unable to, but was just kind of like trying to like prevent anyone from going.
And it's asked for the sketching.
One of them seemed to kind of say copy, and really its voice more just sounded like gravel, like copy.
Okay, well then, so do we understand what it's saying, or it just sounds...
I think you can, it repeated it enough times, and you know it's a word you guys were saying outside of the building.
Gotten the word.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna yell at Philip, like, I think it's asking for the symbol. Did you have it? Did I have it? Do you... Maybe I have it in my purse. Is that what
it was
you put
him. It was
Yeah, maybe you have it in your purse. That sounds right. Do you have it in your purse?
Let me...
Or Jane, do you have it? Maybe in one of your books? Maybe you have a piece of paper in one of your books that would be the symbol that you could give it?
Yes, of course. I can quickly research that.
All right, so basically you're just trying to sell this is the idea, is that right, Dahlia?
Yeah.
That you're using your turn. Go ahead and I'll let this be performance, which is a generosity I'll often give to bards when it should be deception. But fine, you're acting. I get it. And now in the role of a woman, deception's better.
Yeah.
Oh, then deception.
Yes.
Wow, deception's better. Jeez.
That is...
Natural 13? My God, we're dry.
No, it's 27. Is that right? Did I do math right?
So in this conversation that's happening, both gargoyles ease off slightly. One of them still kind of gripping Philip in the stomach where it just slashed into him. But they both now turn to Jane. Will, is there anything you'd like to do?
I'm dashing towards Renee Etienne.
You're running to Renee. Moments ago, that would have definitely provoked one of them to rush after you, but now they're gonna just let you go. Other gargoyles over there are causing shenanigans. Philip, it is your turn. There's one right in your face who kind of slashed you. What would you like to do? But it's now looking at Jane.
No, I'm gonna put one hand in my pocket and hold just to grab the paper, but I'm gonna keep it hidden and be like, Jane, do you have the symbol on a piece of paper you can give to them, or should I? I turn the gargoyle and be like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't. You startled me. we don't mean any harm here, whatever you are. We'll give you what you want. Just give us a second. And try to just calm them down.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Oh my god. I'm rolling real good today, guys.
Natural 13? God, I'm not gonna get one tonight. I just have to make peace with it. The counter does
10.
The clock just sits here like some kind of. It doesn't like let go, like the little bit, and of course you're pretty. There's probably some blood in your stomach where it gotcha, but it didn't like rip 6 points because 4 of them, so where it's kind of like still like grabbing onto you, kind of where it punched you, but it's not. It doesn't seem more angry. It's just kind of holding off. Jane, it's actually your turn now.
Okay, I look at it and I just like go like 1 second. And I pull out like a pen and paper and I start like writing down the symbol from memory.
Okay.
But what I want to do is I feel like Jane would have a pretty good idea in memory of this.
You had a 26. You've
okay.
Yeah.
So I want to just alter it slightly.
Okay. Sure. Just kind of like do you want it to be the kind of thing where someone who already knows what it is would recognize it, but if somebody were recreating it, they would be incorrect in a recreation, or do you want to make it so it's not recognizable as the same symbol?
I want to make it where it's completely recognizable as the same symbol. Like I want to convince him that it is the symbol, but if he were to use it in a ritual or something, it wouldn't work.
Understood. Then yeah, roll. That could be another Arcana check. That's fine.
Okay.
Just to kind of do it, fiddle with it a bit.
Oh, that's 20.
Then very good. You draw it quickly.
Who's this chain woman?
And
+7.
It reaches out and takes it and looks at it. You can tell it means nothing to it, but it lets go of Philip. And then it's actually the turn of 2 of them next. And it sort of barks something out in that gravel-like language. And then the 2 who are near you all, up into the air, flaps. Now, do any of you want to make op attacks as they leave?
No.
I think I'm good.
Okay. Cool. So they fly off. I'm gonna say that there is there's just like a woman, like pushing a baby carriage, like coming around the side, who saw like 2 gargoyles just fly up, and you see her just kind of go, and then she walks on as if just kind of whatever that was, just her brain was like, sweetie, no, we're not gonna just go to the grocery. That's all we're doing today. Okay, so with this, we're going to leave initiative as Will runs over to Renee, who's sitting on the bench. Ah, are you the lone survivor?
No, why would you say that?
I don't know. You're the only one here, mon ami.
No, the other ones got tripped up by gargoyles.
Where? Ah!
And I point.
He looks around. What did they want? These gargoyles. He starts walking over to the group, like with you, like he's walking back to where they are. I hate those things. They are. If you see any gargoyles, you should destroy them. Okay. It may be difficult for you to do it this time, so perhaps don't try to out. But we need to get rid of the gargoyles. They are. I hate them. It is not holy to hate. I should not hate them. I despise them. Perhaps is this less. What do they want, William?
Real memories of my dad here. We found some information. It seems like they were also looking for the information. I also want to let you know before you go over here. We met a very helpful, a wonderful friend of ours who is in no way. I'm gonna pause him to stop us from walking. I just want you to know that this girl is in no way, shape, or form associated with whatever that guy that you don't like is. No way, shape, or form.
Will, I understand. I will not murder any more children because of their love of that individual. I will not. That's fine. I will stop.
Okay. You understand where I'm coming from, right?
Honestly, you saying this to me, I don't find it insulting, but I want you to understand that you trying to put me on notice. This makes it more likely that I walk over and I pop this girl's head because of you saying this. Yes. I understand that you.
Sense.
I understand that to you, it's like perhaps I'm going to just kill lots of young women. Have I done anything to Dahlia? Would I not think that this stone man would be? I should not even speak his name. And in fact, as he says that word, there is a cold rush of air. My foe. I should not even speak his name, nor should you. Forget that you heard that. Yes.
Heard what?
Very good, William. But listen. Would not this foe of mine be most interested in Miss Dahlia? No. He has strange tastes. I do not just murder every young woman I see. I had no intention of harming her until I knew who she was, and I did make her death as quick as I could.
I wasn't really talking about her, but that's fine.
About Alice? Oh, Zeke. You are so sad for Zeke, I'm sorry. Zeke is... I'm going to admit something to you now, William. Zeke was a mistake. Zeke was, how we say, mon mal. This is my bad, yes?
Listen, that's all I'm saying is that, like...
What I have done is, how you say, misread the situation. In the moment.
And I get it.
She was going to the gargoyles were carrying her away.
Get it.
I was like, well, no, mon petit cher, she cannot escape, not to the one who also loves her.
Right. No, I remember.
So I do feel bad about that. I
just want to make sure there's no more. I want to make sure there's clear situations.
You know what?
That's
I am glad that we are speaking so clearly. I'm not going to just assume anyone else is tied to him. And that being said, because you are, you're kind of like a dashing, a gambler, you're a person like this. If you ever come to me and say this person is not him, it is not to say that I will assume the opposite, but I might consider it more than I would have otherwise, because I know that you may be running the game. You understand? I'm trying to put my cards on the table and to use the gambling balance.
So I understand, but Mr. Renee, you also have to know, also when the house is stacked against you, and you don't bet against the house.
Perfect. All right, let us go here. And he kind of then just goes over to everyone. Is everyone all right? Oh, mon Dieu, my friend. Oh, Philippe. Oh, mon Philippe is so... No, he just kind of puts a hand on you very casually, heals your injuries. No, you're all right. It's okay. My dear, what is your name? I am Etienne Rene.
Jane.
Are you okay?
Nice to meet you.
I'm
good.
It appears that you have just witnessed... You also see him look at the shop door back there of Isles of Enchantment, just like. It appears that my friend said you assisted them to some extent, and you seem to have then been put in harm's way. Did any monsters attack you, harm you, make you afraid?
I'm fine. Thank you.
I'm so glad to hear this. I can tell just from speaking with you, Dahlia, my dear. Are you okay?
Yes.
Wonderful. You look radiant. I hope that whatever fears you have experienced, you can use as fodder for another wonderful production at Le Darkmoor College, yes?
Yes.
Yes. It will be magnificent to have you on the stage. Philip, I hope you're feeling better. Just let that soak in a bit, what I've done to your stomach. So Jane.
All right.
Jane, my friends say you helped us. How have you helped us, my dear?
Oh, I just got them to go away.
You got them to go away. How did you do this? What is it they wanted?
Phil pulls out the paper and just hands it over.
They wanted the symbol, so I who exactly are you?
My name is Etienne Rene. I am a gentleman of leisure, and I am trying to save good people from a dark fate.
I see. Can I insight him?
Sure, of course. Yeah, insight the angel.
Look. I have personal problems.
Try.
Please roll a natural 13. I need you to do it.
We do need
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
So I apologize.
So close and yet so far.
It's a 14.
You have never trusted someone more than you trust this man, because I rolled a natural 20. and his I'm not going to tell you what I'm putting on top of it, whether it's persuasion or deception, but I'll tell you they're both fucking great. So he is just like, no, I'm my dear, I only want to help.
Oh, of course. I gave them the symbol because they wanted the symbol. And I drew it, but I altered it slightly that they wouldn't notice, but if they used it in rituals, it wouldn't work.
So clever. This symbol, is it one you are familiar with? And you saw it from inside, the creature inside told you this symbol?
Yes. The creature showed it to me, and then the gargoyle asked it for me. I just thought it was probably shouldn't give it to them, but I wanted them to go away.
Of course. So the gargoyles were here trying to get this symbol too. This is most fascinating.
Yes.
All right. Do you know what this symbol is?
Yes, I've come across it in my studies before. I'm kind of into witchcraft and things just for research.
What is it,
purposes.
please, my dear?
There, and I go on to explain the years are the 3 moons, and then this is the pentacle, and that's the sign of the triple goddess Hecate of magic and witchcraft. And then there's this symbol right here, almost hidden, which is the symbol of protection.
Oh.
And then, what was it what gave me the cemetery hermetic?
Yes.
I explained that.
The crypt of Anaphius and all that stuff.
Yes, so I go into that as well.
Jane. Oh, Jane, if only you had been at the party last night. Wait, how old are you, Jane?
Oh, I'm 17.
Okay, so maybe it's good you were not at the party last night, but you could come to one in perhaps a few months whenever. This is not my primary interest right now. I'm very focused. However, Jane, you have just taken your first steps, as they say, into a larger world. Kenobi. What I'm going to need to do, my dear, is I'm going to need to it will take some time. I have just done this, but I'm going to need to bring you into the fold in a certain way. There is much work to be done.
What does that? Oh.
It means how would you like an accelerated course of study?
Oh, I love accelerated.
How would you like
study. I'm very
how would you like to be the preeminent expert in a field, my dear?
That's my goal.
How would you like to be such an expert that your knowledge does not end even when you die?
I would like more details on that, but
I will give you many more details.
Depending on...
All right, my friends. He sort of takes Jane and puts an arm around her, and you do feel very confident by him. I'm going to take Jane away for 2 to 3 sessions, and perform a ritual on her similar to what I've done to the rest of you. You all must go to this crypt. I will send reinforcements.
Oh, okay.
Look, that's great and all, Mr. Renee, but that thing, it didn't. I appreciate you fixing me up somehow.
Yeah, Philip, maybe you should have done that ritual.
He steps forward and puts a hand on you, Philip, and goes, "Face masks, Philippe. The face masks you require. Okay?
And a bus?
Of course. Anubis? I can. That's going to be hard to get Anubis, but I can try.
No, not an. Probably pretty good on the line.
Really,
all right.
That was so fast.
All right. Seems like it'd be probably we do need tight end, so that could work out.
All right. I will give you the things you need, but right now the game is afoot, as they say. I will send reinforcements with you. You must go to the cemetery Hermetic. You must go to this crypt. You have done well so far. There is more responsibility ahead in your way, and this is a good way. Jane, I'm about to just open your brain up. You're about to learn so much stuff. You're about to become this, because you, knowing this already, you are teaching me things. It is wonderful. We're going to have a very mutually beneficial relationship. And when you're a bit older, if you want to turn it into other things, we can discuss this as well. But I'm not grooming. That's gross. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, most people in my circle eventually do that. Okay, let's go, everyone.
He's talking about sex stuff, because.
It is true, but also.
Wait, how old are you, Jane? How old are you?
It is always voluntary.
17, but people say I'm very mature for my age.
Oh, Jane.
Well, your mind certainly is. Come, mes amis, adieu. Excellent. Excellent, my friends. Dahlia.
Yes.
You seem very beautiful. I think it's because you're coughing. That is sort of a problem. Sort of a problem with fiction sometimes. We always romanticize the sick and dying female. Eh? Well, enough of this. Let's go. Wait, Philip, if I may, to do it this way. Everyone, can we put our hands in the center, as we say? Yes?
Oh, no.
Yes,
Together?
of course.
Everyone, please. Hands in.
Come on, team. Let's get them in
Come
here.
on, everyone, hands in. And
All right.
is it, what do we, you count us down. You're the quarterback.
Oh, okay.
No,
All right.
I don't.
So it's break. We all
All
say
right,
break and we
hey.
clap.
Everybody in here. Okay, look, we're gonna go. Let's go team on 3. Okay.
Yes.
Actually, you know what? Actually, considering what we just went through, let's go. survive on 3. All right.
Yes, I like
All right.
this.
Yes,
Survive
I
on
think
3.
that's a better
Okay.
word.
1, 2, 3. Survive.
Survive!
Survive.
All right, let's go. He will pull Jane away, and the rest of you stand there. People in this town probably noticed that gargoyles were here, but now they've already forgotten. You do see, like, someone peeking out of the blinds of the Isles of Enchantment for a moment, just being like... So anyway, a lot of things going off, but nobody died again this week.
Yay.
Will, Scarlet, I don't want to tempt it, but if Will makes it to the end of next week, Will is a level 1 character.
Oh my God.
Let's not tempt fate.
It's not gonna happen.
But
Unless
everyone,
I get.
great work today. Apologies to anyone viewing for our momentary lapse in the time or whatever. I don't know how Twitch will handle that for the replays. I can stitch whatever. Hopefully it's still recorded. I can stitch it all together for whatever. But yes, great time. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to watch a superhero game, tune in on Monday for Top Flight at 7:30. Otherwise, we'll see you next week, same time, for Blood from a Stone. Have a dreadful night. Ooh, spooky sounds of scariness, and I don't even know what to say anymore.
Give it a
Night.
closing invocation.
I need a better sign off. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Your bags are packed, you're at the door. A taxi's on its way. There's nothing left to say. I'll give you back the ring. Don't look at me like that. You had to know it ends like this. Couldn't you feel it in my kiss? Not happily ever after anything. But don't give up, not for 1 hour. The game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll find a way to up your power. What you're looking for is in another castle down the line. I feel like we've been running through somebody else's dreams. It isn't what it seems. I can't keep up this game. You're looking for someone to rule a kingdom by your side, but I'm nobody's bride. You need to know you're never gonna change.